G'day guys, Charlie Matthews here from Deutz Fahr, New Zealand. We're out here today with our all new 6C series tractors from Deutz Fahr. This is an entirely new product offering to our range here in New Zealand. So we've got the 6135C behind me here. It's our RV shift, which is an entirely new transmission for Deutz Fahr and for us here in New Zealand. So that's a 20-speed full power shift transmission in the 120 to 140 horsepower class. We'll jump in and have a look at that and a few of the other features on this machine and go through a few of the different options that we can bring out from factory, as well as what we've got on our standard spec New Zealand offering that you see behind me here. We'll go take a closer look. So with our new 6C range, they feature our familiar Fahr Motion 3.8 litre 4-cylinder engine. This one behind me is our 6135C, so that maxes out at about 141 horsepower. They do us two smaller models, the 6115 and the 6125, which we don't stock in New Zealand but are available from factory. Around the front end, very familiar with the rest of our 4-cylinder offering. They've got the common features like our four-wheel braking, which is very well known, and also our 100% front and rear locking differentials. Heavy duty front axles. Obviously in New Zealand we do a lot of front end loader work, so we need that extra strength up front, which these tractors aren't short of. So we bring these tractors in standard with our stole loader ready option from factory. So they've got the stole boom, the subframes and all your pipe work underneath the tractors all mounted before the tractor gets here, and it's built to fit in nicely with the tractor with the steel pipes. Inside the cab you've got a nice integrated factory layout, so there's an ergonomic control in there, makes it very easy and very intuitive to use. The booms themselves, these ones have our FZ3927, which is a Euro hitch, self-leveling. She's got a multi-coupler and electronic boom suspension that can be turned on and off from inside the cab as well. So with the 6135Cs that we bring in as our New Zealand spec, we also bring these in with front suspension as standard. So with that you get your enhanced operator comfort when you're working on rough or uneven ground, and you also get your 50k road speeds. So if you're a contractor or a farmer who's got a runoff and you're doing a lot of road work, you can save a lot of time and by getting up to 50k with these and zip down the road a bit faster. So around the back here we've got our 120 litre closed circuit load sensing hydraulic pump. As well as that we've got our 3 hydraulic fittings, as well as our power beyond and load sensing couplers at the back as well. So that means on the back of these tractors you can run a wide array of implements, whether that be balers, mowers, post bangers, the whole lot. It's a very high capacity pump that can handle most applications. For our daily checks and servicing and things like that, we've got our sight glass around the side for our transient hydraulic fluid, so when you're doing your walk around in the morning it makes it nice and easy to keep an eye on those fluids. 3-speed PDO on these, so we've got an interchangeable PDO shaft as well as a 540E, 540 and 1000 speed, so you can run most implements at whichever required speed. The cab themselves, obviously we've got our nice big 4-post cab, so heaps of glass, plenty of visibility throughout, and as well as that we've got our mechanically sprung cab suspension, which combined with the front axle suspension really makes these tractors nice and comfortable when you're working across rough or undulating ground. So obviously with these tractors going into the New Zealand market, we've got a lot of hills and things, so having a nice low centre of gravity is very important. As well as that, we spec them on well-shod tyre equipment too, so 638-inch wheel equipment across the back gives these a nice wide footprint and plenty of rolling circumference too to give you more traction on the hills. The lights on these tractors, obviously you've got the lights all the way around the cab up top, as well as some big ones on the cab post for your front end loader work. We've got a couple of toolboxes on the side here to carry around any bits that you need when you're out working, and as well as that we stock a range of accessories within this range as well. So the likes of our wheel weights you see on the back here, we do our galvanised steps as standard for the New Zealand market to protect against the elements, but yeah, we offer a whole suite of accessories and optional extras on these tractors to really cater to your requirements. So as we said at the start of the video, the big new feature on these tractors is our RV shift transmission. So in this range we do offer three options for the transmission. We've got our standard semi-power shift, which is our 5-gear 3-stage power shift. We offer our RV shift, which you see on this one here, and we also offer our TTV, which is our continuously variable transmission. But we're going to focus on our RV shift here because this is the new transmission. So with our RV shift transmission, that's our 20-speed full power shift. There's a few different ways that you can program this to operate, but in its most simplest form, to go up a power shift you simply push it forward, to go down you pull it back. You've got 20 speeds there with no power interruptions, so being a full power shift there's no range changes or anything, it's just consistent all the way through. So yeah, it makes it very easy for operation, especially on hills and things like that. You're not having to plan your gear changes or anything, you can simply just push it up and down to go up and down those speeds. It's got an auto mode in it, so if you're driving out on the road or through the farm, you can bang it into auto mode and it'll just automatically shift up and down the power shifts depending on your engine revs and your engine load. We've got some programmable drive modes, so you can change between a field preset and a transport preset. So what that means is if you're working in the field, you want to work in just the lower halves of the power shifts. You can set the transmission to only work between there and to default back to a lower starting gear. Whereas on the road, obviously, you want to be going a bit faster. So you might have it working in the top half and just get up to speed a bit faster. She's got stop and go in these as well. So as well as the normal stop and go that we're used to, these also now have advanced stop and go. So with our typical stop and go, where when we put our foot on the brake, tractor comes to a stop. When we take our foot off the brake, it re-engages drive. With advanced stop and go, when we bring the tractor to a stop for our brake pedal, the tractor will hold until we apply the accelerator. So we can sit stationary, work our loader, do anything like that, and then when we're ready, we can re-engage drive with our accelerator there. As well as that, for stop and go, we've got a lever mode. So if we're working with like a baler or anything like that, and we want to come to a stop, we can simply pull right back on the lever. It'll shift down the power shifts, and when it gets to our bottom gear, that'll hold it, and it'll hold stationary where it is until we reapply the accelerator. So yeah, within the transmission, there's a lot you can customize. You can program the shift position, so how high it revs when it shifts through the power shifts, how quickly it uptakes speed. You can fully customize it, so you can drive it either as simply or as sort of efficiently as you like. So there you have it, guys. It's a very brief overview of our 6135C, which is part of our all-new 6C range. As we said, these are an exciting range for us and for the New Zealand market. It's something completely new that we haven't offered before. So yeah, we think we're onto a winner with these, and we hope you agree. If you'd like to find out more, get on down to your local power farming dealership and talk to one of our sales representatives. We're going to have demonstrators nationwide of these as well. So talk to your local dealer and see if there's one floating about that you can have a play with on your farm to really get an understanding for these. Cheers.